Hello everyone, welcome from Siracusa, Sicily. My husband Marco is cooking here in the kitchen. Hello Marco. Thank you so much for preparing so many beautiful vegetables. And actually, we want to show you that what we bought, because right now Italy is in lockdown thanks to the coronavirus. And so we got lots of questions from you. What can we do? What should I buy? Etc. And when we went into the supermarket, we actually saw that unlike other parts of the world where toilet paper sold out, actually here in Italy, what was sold out the most was Nutella, biscotti, so cookies, and white pasta. And as health coaches and nutritional therapists, we just want to show a little more of what we have stocked up on. So I have a selection here right in front of me that I will take you through. So hopefully you get inspired on what to buy. I would say in general for any day around during the year. And especially in situations like these that are quite extreme and we really need to consider excellent products that are nutritious, so we boost our immune system and they're good for our health. So I will actually start here right in the middle. So all of this, what you can see, it's amaranth, some beans like fava, it's a type of Italian beans, lentils, more lentils, buckwheat, and chickpeas, and then chickpea flour and buckwheat flour, as well as oats. Actually, these are really the staples these are the staples of our diet any time during the year because they're very nutritious. They are great to clean up our gut, to support our gut's health, and they will guarantee feeling full and satisfied after a meal because they're really quite heavy also. Then, in order to kind of pimp up these food staples, we obviously always go for the fresh vegetables. And right now, especially in these times, we would really recommend, for example, carrots are great because you can keep them quite long in your fridge. We also got some fennel, zucchini, some leek, broccoli, and celery. So in the morning, I always make my celery juice. And what we really, really recommend is to go to your local farmer to get these fresh produce if you can. Luckily, we are very lucky with so many local farmers here in Italy. So we got these right here at the corner from a local farmer. The fruits we also got from the local farmer, except for the bananas. So we got lots of pretty much everything that is in season right now. So right now it's really the season here of oranges, apples. We got also some fresh ginger. Because that is really good to boost your immune system. And also if you have a sore throat or something, you can basically boil it in hot water on the stove and make your own ginger tea. And if you like, you can also add some more other spices. For example, there are curcumin, that is really good. It's an anti-inflammatory spice. You can also add some raw honey, that is also antibacterial, and of course just delicious. What I also personally love is to add some of the cinnamon also in the tea, and with some milk. So for example, here we have some oat milk. We don't drink cow milk, so usually we make these nut milks ourselves. So you can make oat milk or cashew nut milk, any kind of milk that you wish at home. But yes, in this situation, we went for the store-bought version. We really stocked up on our foundation of health. Really, the most important is water, because without food, we could survive for about 3 weeks. Without water, we wouldn't be able to survive for more than 3 days. So that is really the most important out of all of these products, I would say. You have your grains, you have your fresh vegetables, and if you don't have fresh vegetables, you can also get frozen vegetables, ideally organic, so they don't contain as many chemicals. And we love also garlic, some of the tomato sauce, but it's pure tomato sauce, so no added conservatives or anything else, additives. It's really just pure tomato. We also love using, obviously here in Italy, the olive oil. We have also some pesto made of pistache nuts, which is absolutely delicious and a delicacy here from the island Sicily. Some tahine, you can also have some peanut butter. And we love to kind of add more flavor to all our meals with a broth. So this is a house-made organic broth from Simply Soup that we actually got in Switzerland. And what we also use, we use a lot of curcumin in our meals. And this is a, how do you call it, sea algae? Nori, because especially if you don't live near the sea, you don't eat fish. Like we don't eat fish. No, it's not written on there anymore. I threw it away. And so, but this is something we always have in our house, and I tend to add on just my salads or vegetables and meals because so many people, women in particular around the world, are having problems with their thyroid, and because mostly of because of a lack of iodine, and this is full of iodine, so that's why I tend to add that a lot to my meals. And from time to time, I take these vitamin D3 and K2 drops. They're oily drops because actually very similar to the iodine. Many people have a deficiency because we don't have as much sunshine, especially in the northern countries, and we're not absorbing as much. I could talk a whole other half an hour about that, so I won't go into more details about that. But anyway, we would really recommend to boost your immune system, vitamin C, the vitamin D with K2. Really recommend to take these together for optimal absorption. Zinc would be great to boost your immune system, selenium, and there are some other things, but you can actually also buy some supplements that contain all of these, so they support your immune system. Then what else we have here is some psyllium husk, which is great your for your gut. It's like a broom. It really cleans up your gut. Lots of fiber. Yes, remember actually it's the same with the chia seeds. And when you take those, just always drink more water though, because they're so full of fiber that they absorb a lot of water. So you need to drink enough. We also love spicing up our meals with these sun-dried tomatoes. You have to soak them beforehand. We have 15 to 20 minutes in warm water. You have to soak them in warm water for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can cut them in pieces and add them. Here's oregano, which is also delicious. And we eat lots of nuts and seeds. We always recommend though, if you want to lose weight, don't go too crazy on the nuts because they contain so many calories. So go for the seeds. They're less caloric and delicious and full of nutrients. And actually, that is cacao powder that I use more when I feel, for example, like something sweet, and then I either have my nut milk and I warm it up with some cacao powder and maybe some cinnamon. So I just have a healthy hot chocolate. But really the basis of good health is all of this every single day during the year. And of course you can allow some space for some snacks, and I will also show you ta-da! We also got some cookies. That was really funny because we went into the supermarket here, and the moment I saw that there were so many parts of the supermarket completely empty, I also went into panic mode and got myself this, I think it's a kilo of cookies, and I was like, okay, even if, yeah, or 700 grams. So even if we won't eat it, I think these will probably be so chemical that they will last another 5 years. Let's see. I know these are actually expiring in June, Marco. Now we have to finish 700 grams of cookies in in just a few months. Anyway, that's also to show you that, you know, it's all about finding a balance that works for you. So yes, we're not completely sugar-free. We also have some magnesium, especially when there's so much stress from work, from relationships, and etc. in general, and especially in this powder form, that you just need to put in some lukewarm water and then drink it, ideally maybe before going to bed or in the evening. So it also calms down your nervous system. And here there are two products that I haven't touched upon yet. So this is apple cider vinegar, and this is baking powder. and I can actually demonstrate how we use those two. It's actually going to be the celery for my celery juice tomorrow morning. So we first add some baking powder. Thank you so much for demonstrating, Marco. And then what we always do, we add some of this apple cider vinegar. Yes, go ahead, and you can see the effect immediately, especially when it hits the baking powder, that it starts to foam. First, we let it sit maybe for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we add water and we fill up the entire bowl with water. And if you let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, they found that 80% of the residues of toxins, chemicals, everything else that was basically sprayed, rinse this off in this way. So I just want to share that with you, an extra bonus tip that we always get so many questions about. And we wish you well and hope that this video was useful for you and that you learned on what you could stock up on and have some inspiration on some healthy meals. So let us know if you have any comments, if you have any tips, thumbs up if you like this video, please share it so more people can hopefully be inspired and use this information. Thank you so much and all the best. Bye bye for Sicily.